Congratulations, Coach Armstrong. Congratulations on a successful, beautiful, fulfilling career. You have touched so many lives. I know personal experience. You have been there for me and my family countless times, from just providing a shoulder to cry on or an office to hide in, or watching out for me even when I didn't know you were watching out for me, for helping me move when you and Tyson and Jason came up to help me out. I think I could go on and on for the times that you were there for my dad. Those mean a lot. Thank you. And I know that I haven't been able to see you in years, but I know you're there, and I know if I needed anything that you would be there for me. And I know that there are hundreds of people and kids that you have mentored and coached and loved and taught character that feel the same way. So I'm glad I got to be a little part of your video montage, and congratulations again. You are loved, loved, loved very much.
Hello, Blair. This is Ernie Sims, and when I heard that you were retiring, I knew I had to say something to let you know how much I appreciate you. Our time at North Florida Christian School with my boys and with all the things that we did together in the community and on the football staff. Blair, you have always been a honest and just a outstanding mentor to me. The integrity that you shared and how you did it, the way that you interacted with the kids and how you impacted the parents, you were just a high character person, and that really impacted me as a father and as a coach. You were a tremendous statistician, and you understood the game. You knew what to do in critical moments, which is reflective of your life and how you have handled some of the turbulence that have occurred in your life. I have seen how you have walked through the difficult times in your life, and how you have also dealt with adversity. You have taught me so many unique things that have helped me with raising my children. I appreciate who you are and what you're doing, the life that you have lived, and I only hope as you get ready to retire that you enjoy this time with your family, with your wife, with your grandkids, so that you can continue to spread your goodness over people. Again, Blair, thank you, and I really look forward to talking with you. Goodbye.
Congratulations, Coach. Yes, your name is Coach. It'll always be Coach. I can't imagine where Blair came from. I am so excited that you're retiring after 44 years. I could back up probably 34 of those 44 to when I met you. I believe it was in 1988 when you and Joyce and the kids came to Perry, Florida for you to coach the Taylor County Bulldogs. You coached both of my children, Derek and Lee. Derek went to state competition in weightlifting. After he broke his arm in spring practice, the day of the prom, Friday the 13th, had surgery, he still went to competition and placed under your direction. Lee was here a few days ago, and I told him I was going to make this video and ask him what would he say. He said he would say he was my coach and Derek's coach, and he was a good coach. So I'd have to agree with that. When you and Joyce came to Perry, you were part of my family. We did all kinds of things together. We spent tons of time in sports. We traveled. We were in business together. And you are all part of my family and still are. It's been a long relationship, 34 years. We so look forward to spending time with you and Joyce now that you're going to have more time, I hope, and hope that you're one of the first stops when you get to Perry, Florida. Congratulations. We're so proud for you. Happy trails.
Hey Coach, Dustin here. I'd like to congratulate you on your retirement. I'd like to thank you for all you've done for me in sports and in life and all the teachings you gave. And I will say that you were my best and my favorite coach, and I wish that I'd have had more than 1 year to play for you. I wish you a very happy retirement, and you more than deserve it. Thank you, Coach.
Well, Coach, it's evening here, so I'll say good evening to you. I hope things are going well for you. I just want to touch base with you and congratulate you, sir, on the opportunity to retire. What a lucky man. Oh, thinking back to those days when I saw Miss George sitting us around, and makes me think about when Jocelyn, the little girl, and the twins are running around chasing each other, and times of coming and visiting you down at Perry Taylor County where they're roughhousing and and they're wrestling and fighting all of a sudden with each other, and their friend tries to break them apart, and lo and behold, Tyson jumps in there and tries to pull his brother off, and vice versa, and they're going at each other, and that other kid was trying to help. Come to see you at Sherwood the time when I was stopping off for a recruiting visit I'd been on while I was coaching in college. But I will tell you, I'm going to talk to you more about, or let everybody know more about what you did for me. For me, coming from a divorced family at that time in 1982, I had played over at Tate High School for Coach Madison as a freshman. And my dad had remarried at the end of my freshman football season. You happened to show up at Ferry Pass Methodist Church over by the mall, and came in and talked to the people in our church at that time about opportunities, and about you being the head coach there at Booker T. Washington, and then. Basically, the pitch you sold my dad and me and everybody, it was just, you were the same person there that you were at practice. And you were just the calmest guy. I remember looking at the yearbook I have from my sophomore year, and the look of on your face that year was that face I unfortunately have made. That hard season that you're trying to get the kids over the hump. That year was probably your hardest year, just because you had to do some things probably you didn't expect you'd have to do, kicking off half of the seniors and over half the seniors really, and some of the juniors, and we played with a bunch of youngins against a bunch of men that year and went over. And we unfortunately took that final L that year at Pace, and they were wearing pink pants. That was really a hard time. But I think that after that year, getting in the weight room probably was the biggest thing that made us better. Y'all made sure of that. It's kind of funny. I sit there and think about some of the things I've done over time, and it wouldn't have been done without you. As a coach, I took the mantra that you did of, we may lose the game, but we're not going to lose because we're tired. I probably ran him probably as much as you ran me, and just trying to prepare them for the situations that were coming. That sophomore year, that Pace game, yeah, that was really rough. It was that following season, after the season was over, you grabbed several of us and you took us with you to Pace, or not to Pace, but to Chalktahatchee High School, to where Chalktahatchee High School was playing over there. And at that time, they were 4A school too. They're just in a different region or district. I think they're districts back then. And you were talking to us about on the way back about how we needed to be, what things you were expecting. Those things were all being put out on the table for all of us. Coach Simpkins was great to us. It was great for us. Charlie Jr. was hilarious. Papa Smurf, Charlie Sr. Gosh, I can't just tell you how many fun things I can still remember about him. When he'd be sitting back there throwing a flipper, got to hit him in the stinking pita. Just those type of things stick in my mind. I remember helping move you and Miss Joyce over there toward Woodham. God, he didn't have to go there though. Not to help you, but because that was Woodham. Still have a little hard spot for Woodham. And they're actually, I think I heard they're going to restart that school as a high school. Fast forward that next spring, we go to spring. It was real good. Come out, we go 6-4 that year. Big, huge turnaround. Mike Nettles was a great leader. We really did a great job that year, I think, as a team. I remember, I don't know if it was you during the spring, let me back up. That spring, I did end up with knee surgery during the spring practice, after I'd gone to the region for the shot put discus. And then I had hurt my knee during the spring, and I didn't have the surgery to clean the stuff until after school was over. And then I was out for a little while. I remember practicing that spring, and Carl Madison was at Pine Fork. It was Pensacola High was where he was at that time. And I was out patrolling to see if he was in the trees videoing or trying to get information. Who I ended up playing for after playing for him as a freshman. I played for him again as a senior. Those things stick in my head. 5 minutes to 7 minutes of belly flops, and the last 10 are on Darren Stets. Oh my gosh, that was just we did more. I think we did more running than anybody in the county or state in the first part of practice. I promise you that. I promise you. That 6-4 year was magic. It was such a great feeling. We were everybody's homecoming. Got to kiss the homecoming queen every week. It was a joke we always said, we're going to kiss the homecoming queen this week again, boys. But it was really a nice, neat thing, and neat time to be with those guys. We talk about it at the few reunions I've gone to since I don't live in Pensacola and don't get back a whole bunch. But I try to keep up with them on Facebook and everything, just like you. I try to keep up with you. Not very good at it, but I try. But I just need you to know, without you, I don't think I'd have made it. Between you and Coach Madison and Coach Mack and Coach Larson, those two have passed, unfortunately. All of y'all were a part of my life, and I hope I do for my kids what you did for me. So, that being said, I hope I carry on what you expect of me. Love you, sir. Have a great, great retirement.
Well, Blair, here we are. Congrats to you and Joyce. I'm so happy for you guys as you're moving forward together. Congrats on your retirement. Love you guys to death, and I'm so happy for you. And I hope you can find some good time to relax and pick up those hobbies that that we never really had along the way. Appreciate you, man. I love you. You've been so good to me, so good to my family. You are the central figure on my Mount Rushmore of coaches. Just the respect I've got for you and the way that you've taught me how to treat players and how to treat coaches and give people opportunities, and I guess more than anything else, just be a spirit-led coach. And those are the things you've showed me. Those are the things you've taught me. Love you. Proud of you. I'm happy for you. And hope you guys have many great years ahead. Talk to you later, brother. Bye.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on an awesome career. I hope you one day touch as many people as you did. I know without you, I probably would have never walked again. So I hope you enjoy your retirement, and I hope to see you again one day. God bless.
Hey, Coach, it's Nate. Just want to say congratulations on the retirement. Nobody deserves it more than you. You impacted countless lives, and I'm very appreciative of all that you did for me as a player and bringing me on as a coach and mentoring me, making lots of phone calls for me and helping me out in just so many ways. I hope you enjoy this retirement, spending time with the family, watching some football and not being on the sidelines. Enjoy those grandbabies. You deserve it.
Coach Armstrong, my guy, happy retirement. I know you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be well worth it. One thing I want to tell you, Coach, I really appreciate you for developing me as a coach. I was glad that you came in 2013 and helped with that process. So I want you to enjoy your retirement. You'll spend a lot of years developing young men and also developing coaches. We really appreciate you in Hamilton County. And also I know all the other counties appreciate you too for what you've done for them. Thank you, and have a blessed retirement.
Coach Armstrong, Coach Worley here. Super excited for you and Joyce on your retirement, and just wanted to say a few things. First off, I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity as a young coach to work my way up and to have an influence on me and learn the right way, help teach me the right way to do things. And I've learned a lot of things over the years from you that I keep coming back to as a coach when I'm coaching my kids now. And just wanted to say thank you for that opportunity, and thank you for bringing a wonderful family into my life and having the opportunity to meet them and just wonderful people, and teaching me that relationships are what matters the most, and teaching me things like football doesn't define me. And probably the favorite quote would have to be after the Etowah game, after the worst first quarter in the history of football, I believe, would be, there are 1 billion people in China who do not know what happened here tonight. And that just serves as a reminder of this doesn't define us, football doesn't define us, and it's our relationship and our relationship with Jesus Christ that defines us. And I want to thank you for being a godly man and pointing us and players in that direction. And also just working with you when I was a head coach and having the opportunity for you to be there for me, to bounce ideas off of. And when I get worked up over something, to come to you and you bring me back down to earth and let me know to control the controllables and focus on what really matters, and that those little small things aren't quite as big a deal as I may have thought they were during the time. And definitely learned a lot, and just want to say happy retirement to you and Joyce. And I wish you the best, and I miss y'all, and I love y'all.
Hey, Coach, that's Malik. I want to say thank you for everything you did here. I want to say congrats on your 44 years. I want to say that 2014 team, that was probably the best team that came out of Hamilton. I want to say thank you, man.
Hey, Coach, we are Monroe. Just wanted to say congratulations on a great career, and thank you for all the guidance you've given. I'm sure a lot of us on and off the field, showing us that anything's possible with hard work, preparation, and dedication. And that really carried a long way with me in my life, and I'm sure a lot of the other guys. I just want to say thanks and have a great day.
Hey, Coach, Omar Matos here, all the way from Del Rio, Texas. If you don't recognize me with all this stuff on my face, I was on the 1996 Monroe football team, the team that set the foundation for the 97 and 98 teams at Monroe. Yes, I'm saying that without us, 97 to 98 doesn't happen. I kid, but you know, it's because of the impact you had in us, in myself. If you don't remember, you know, I moved from Texas to Florida, and I decided to stay, and I don't know what kind of team I have, or it's that, you know, I was playing on, and you know, it was a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. Very few seniors were on that team, and you installed a belief in us, a belief in myself that we can accomplish anything. And we didn't have the wins and losses don't say that we were successful, but the success we had came from within. We believed in no matter who we went up against, we were gonna win. And we gave some of the very best teams some very good games, and we beat teams that we weren't supposed to beat. And that's why I say I feel we set the foundation for that 97-98 team. And we owe it to you. We owe it to your belief and your passion, Coach. One of the things I remember you the most about is being a man of God. You lived it and walked it every day, on and off the field. But for me, more importantly, was on the field that you lived it. You were, didn't have a coach that lived or walked with God even when he coached. And I to this day, I feel you coaching football was your way to reach souls. And I want to thank you for that, being that model, being that mentor, and having that belief in myself, which I have today still. And I try and I try and instill it into the kids that I coach today and kids that I mentor, that if you believe in yourself, you can do anything you can. And no matter what life brings you, you're going to get up. So, Coach, again, thank you. I know it was more than a minute, but that was the impact you had in my life. I had to share it. And I hope a lot of people who hear this will remember the impact that you had in their lives as well. Coach, again, congratulations. I hope your retirement will be as successful as your coaching days, and I hope you get to coach your grandkids for many, many years. Coach, I'll sign out now from here in Del Rio, Texas. Again, congratulations. Love you, Coach.
Coach, it's Tommy and Bull here. We just wanted to give you a holler, let you know we appreciate everything you've done, Coach. Can't say enough about what you did for our community, for our boys. Thank you so much. We want to wish you the best in retirement. Godspeed. God bless. I guess one of probably my fondest memories of you was when we got run inside one day at practice because of the rain, and all the boys come running in sounding like a bunch of girls screaming, and your comment was, they sound like a sack of mashed cats. God bless you, Coach. We love you. Happy retirement.
Hey, Coach, it's Malik. I want to say congrats on retirement and appreciate everything you did for us.
Congratulations, Coach. You have definitely impacted a lot of lives during your career, including mine. Remember that? Coaching might be a lot of fun, but it's definitely not easy, and neither is being a coach's wife. So you take Miss Joyce by the hand and enjoy your life together. And remember, I love you both. Respectfully, Coach LaRue.
Hey, Coach Armstrong. Just wanted to say, hey, congratulations, and thank you for all you've done for me. Your retirement, it's been a long time coming. I never thought you'd get there. I thought you might coach till forever. You might still, I don't know. But you mean a lot to me and to my family, all that you've done for us. You know, we spent a long time together, and more importantly, you've been a really good friend, and hopefully we'll continue to be friends. And once again, congratulations, and I hope you do well in the next phase of your life. Come see us sometime. Talk to you later. Bye.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time, and it's finally arrived. I'm looking forward to having those late mornings together with you, going for walks and planning some traveling to places that we want to see. I've watched you the last 44 years become very successful as a coach, but more importantly, changing the lives of so many young men and women. I'm very proud of you. Your love, influence, and concern not only affected the lives of many, but also for our children and me. Thank you for being the husband, dad, and my best friend. And my admiration for you is your love and devotion for our Lord. Congratulations, sweetheart. My love always.
Hi, Dad, Coach, teacher. How blessed am I that I get to and been able to call you all through. Very few people get to do that. So, such a blessing. Dad, your career has been amazing. On and off the field and the track field and in the classroom. But even more so than any win, loss record, or any rewards or accolades you've received, I think the most important legacy and the thing that you have done the most is set an example of just being a loving and caring and giving, generous, kind human being. And I thank you for that. That to me has been such a blessing. And you have touched thousands and thousands of lives, including myself. And I just thank you for that. I thank you for the example that you've set. And, retirement, you will never retire from doing that. From coaching with Tyson and Jason to traveling with Mom and hanging out with us and your grandkids. You continue to do that. You continue to set that example. And we are so blessed to have you in our lives. And one of my favorite sayings that especially comes to mind when I think of you is that people, they may not always remember what you say to them, but they will remember how you make them feel. And Dad, you have always made everyone, the thousands of people, thousands of lives that you've touched, and including myself, you've always made us feel important and seen, loved and cared for. And I think that's the most important thing that you can leave behind. And I just thank you in my whole heart. And I'm so proud to be your daughter. I was proud to be your athlete and student, but even more so to be your daughter. And I, again, thank you from my whole heart. And I love you, love you, love you with my whole heart.
Hey, Pop. This is crazy that this time has come, buddy. I'm so proud to call you my father. I'm so proud of the inspiration that you've given not just your children, but all the students and athletes over the 44 years of service, Pop. It's kind of hard to start from the beginning and go to the end because of the time. Try to make lists and probably push this as far back as could possibly push it. But I just want to thank you from the earliest memories for me of watching you coach, watching you handle yourself the way that you always told us your father told you to do the right thing. And you've passed that message on, and you've walked the walk my entire life. You've always been a light. You still are. We're so close, like best friends, but you're always my dad, and you're always there for advice for me as well. And now my son, can hopefully see me be that light because of your inspiration. And I hope and I know there's a lot of young or older men now, used to be young men that you taught and coached, that put those principles in play in their lives and the lives of their children as well. I think this would be the 8th year that we're coaching together, and I say that because you are continuing to coach this year, and we get another opportunity, Jason and I, to do that with you. And it's the most fun thing, especially being in the same type of position to coach every single day together. I love you, Pop. You've been an amazing dad, an amazing husband, and a fantastic teacher and coach. And to everyone watching this that made videos for you, you made a heck of an impression on them. And you're still doing it for me and the kids that you come into contact and your grandchildren. And I know for Jocelyn and Troy and Jason is the same thing that they're probably going to say as well. I wish I could just go down a list and tell you how thankful for each moment in memory, but we will be here for a long time, and we talk about them all the time, and I thank God that we get that time to talk. I thank God for the experience of that, and I don't take that for granted, and I never will, Pop. I love you very, very much. I hope you're celebrating, watching this. I hope we're all celebrating together, hopefully, and that's it, celebrating. It's not a sad time, it's a good time, Pop, and you deserve it. I love you, man. Thank you so much for what you've done, Pop. I love you.
Hey, Pop. How you doing, man? First and foremost, I think it's imperative that we first give tribute to the special woman in your life, all of our lives. Your wife, the mother of your children, your best friend, who radiates inner and outer beauty. Mom, you have kindness in your eyes and grace in your heart. I thank you for choosing this old ball coach as your teammate and partner through this journey that we call life. You've exemplified pure, deep, and relentless love for all of us. Thank you for being such a caring and supportive wife and mother, and for unconditionally sticking by his side. Personally, Mom, I know that I haven't always said things the right way to you, and I pray I have expressed how I feel towards you. It is impossible for any of us to repay you with the love and kindness that you have shown all of us. We are definitely unworthy of such love, and thank you so much for always being there for us all. I struggled thinking about what I was going to say, and so I had to make a lot of notes, and this took me longer than I thought. I still can't possibly get it completely right, but here goes. Dad, hero, mentor, and best friend. I thought long and hard about how to answer these questions, these tribute questions, and there's definitely not enough ink or paper or time. You have impacted every second, every minute, every hour, and every day of my life. But since this is a retirement tribute, I will try to stay focused on your career as an educator and a football coach. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Whether that quote was from Mark Antony or Confucius, or maybe just an anonymous saying, to me it was from my old man who drove those words home constantly. From my earliest memories, your passion to help others find success was infectious. Your ability to always stay positive, patient, motivated is definitely second to none. My favorite memories with you go way beyond the teaching and the coaching. You've been teaching me and coaching me and us our whole life. I could go back to the days in the yard and all the courts and the fields and the stands and under the stands, the churches and classroom, or the many years that we were water boys and managers for your teams. But we would be here for a really long time. I can talk about our high school years when I realized how important it was for a teacher and a coach to treat every player and every student the same, especially when you were teaching and coaching your own kids. It would be years later further along in my coaching career when I would realize just how rare it is to not show favoritism. But I know I speak for my brother and my sister. I never felt that. I would have never guessed after sharing a sideline with you as a player that 6 years after that, I would still be sharing one with you. 17 years now, still counting. I'm quickly reminded of the year 2006 with several phone calls, and you'd been telling me for at least half of those 6 years, if not all of them, that we weren't on the sideline together, that I was called to be an educator and a coach, and that I shared the same passion as you. So I did what my dad told me to do, and I took a chance, and I became one of your assistant coaches and that year in 2006, and it was quite a year. We were able to win a state championship together, the first of two, and so it was in that year that I realized I too shared the same passion for football, but more importantly, I realized real quickly that there was a passion for wanting young people to attack the classroom the same as we wanted them to attack on the playing field. And this is something that you did so well for years, and I wanted to be a part of all the motivational books and the sayings and the quotes that you poured into us our whole life. I wanted to be a leader like you, but not just from the sideline, but in the classroom as well. I have to say, amongst those many memories while sharing the sideline with you, that although those moments have been amazing, it's the conversations at lunch, the planning periods, the early mornings before school, the long drives, observing you with the students and players, the staff members. I'm most proud of that. I'm reminded of all the times that we watched as kids, and something I think that you still hold, is that you were always patient and kind, and always positive, no matter what the situation was. You always put the student first. You have worked selflessly for 44 years to mentor thousands of young people, including your own. And I'm super proud to call you my dad, my teacher, my coach, and my best friend. I love you, Dad, and thank you for always being the light.